Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Queen Studios quarter scale statue unboxing and review video. Now today we're taking a look at the big bad himself from Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's none other than Darkseid. Now I got mine from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They have 12-month installment plans and a points-based reward system. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon and join button for more info on Justin's collection plus the channel membership. Now, if you've been following along with my statue collecting journey, you'll know that I've said countless times, I don't love quarter-scale statues, but I started seeing some unboxing videos and in-hand pics of Darkseid, and I caved. I had to pick this guy up. He's an absolute beast, as I think you're about to find out. Now, this is, of course, based off his appearance in Zack Snyder's Justice League, specifically from the shot at the end of the film where Wonder Woman chops off Steppenwolf's head. It rolls through the portal and lands at Darkseid's feet. What does he do? He stomps on Steppenwolf's head, and that's exactly what we have represented right here. I have the Prime 1 version on pre-order because that's 3rd scale and fits in with my 3rd scale Justice League. But this is something else entirely. Also, even though it is quarter scale, it's surprisingly huge. We will be doing a size comparison, don't you worry. Now, he does come with a certificate, as most Queen Studios products usually do. Unfortunately though, for as nice as the certificate is with the foil sticker, it says Justice League 2 rather than Zack Snyder's Justice League. Hopefully that's something they can fix sometime down the line. Now, I don't usually do a build-up, but it was incredibly satisfying with the size and heft of Darkseid. Now, he just slides onto the base with one metal pin, everything else attaches with super sturdy magnets, and as I said, it's very satisfying. The armor is meant to be displayed on him, but I guess if you really wanted to, you could opt to remove it. Now let's start off with the display base first. The bottom perimeter kind of reminds me of Darkseid's ship or some kind of apocalypse technology. It's very sharp, it's very geometric, and it's fully textured, plus painted in gunmetal with some dry brushing and even some washes in the crevices. Up top though, you have the Omega symbol and Steppenwolf's chopped off head. Now there is a ton of blood here, it's really glossy, and they've taken the blood that would have come out of Steppenwolf's head and filled up the Omega symbol and the edges of the display base. So it looks like the blood is fresh and wet and pooling. It's disgusting, but it's absolutely genius. I love the way this looks. Steppenwolf himself does have some piercing blue eyes, and a ton of really gruesome detail for his neck section. You can see the severed spine and a lot of what I would describe as fresh meat. There is also a ton of blood splattering around the severed area. Now moving up to Darkseid himself, this is the fully armored look, and I'm all for it. This is my favorite look for Darkseid. The shirtless look from the start of the movie is okay, but it's just not my preferred option. He is wearing that gorgeous metallic blue armor, and it's sculpted to perfection. It's very geometric, just like the display base, but there is still a ton of texture here. It looks like worn out, used metal armor. There is chipping, there is pitting, there is scratching, plus you have airbrushing and washes to accentuate all of it. This thing could have come across really boring. It's just one color, it's blue, but it doesn't. That coupled with the size and presence of this guy, oh yes, you should be very excited if you have him on the way. Now the upper torso is fully covered by the armor, but you can see a lot more skin here. and it is also really well textured. It's got that kind of rock-like surface where it's really rough, but there are a couple of nicks and scratches that you can see some red blood peeking through. Now, I'm not sure if you caught it earlier in the video when we did the build-up. There is a really neat little Easter egg. If you recall in the film, when Darkseid was battling the old gods, Ares whacked him with the axe and made a huge incision on his trap area. There is a cut in the armor, and you can even see that wound through said cut. It's a really nice touch, something that they absolutely didn't have to do, but I'm really glad to see it here. Seeing as though we are zooming up his arm, you can get a much better look at all of that texture. It's not just all that craggly rock surface though, you've got some scaling, you can also see the veins fully painted in, and also all of those little scuffs and scratches. Now, you do have two options for the left arm. One that has the double-bladed weapon that looks incredible. I love the glow effect with the superheated orange core and the darker red towards the edges. Or you can go with the closed fist. Now, unfortunately, as cool as this weapon is, it's huge. That means it sticks out quite a significant way past him at the front, as well as behind him. Now, moving on to the head sculpt, this, quite clearly, is the star of the show. He is one mean SOB. I love the expression, he's determined, he's looking for his prize, which is of course anti-life. There is a ton of texture here. There are washes in the crevices, there are even more washes in the sunken in areas around his eyes. Plus that gorgeous metallic blue on the helmet which ties the entire look together. And because the helmet does have a natural seam, he looks almost entirely seamless, even though the head sculpt is a separate piece. Now, if I had one complaint here, and it's a very minor one, it's that his eyes don't actually light up. Now, Queen Studios are no strangers to light-ups, they've done it with Iron Man and other statues, but this guy's eyes are fully painted. At the very least, they look incredible. I love that piercing yellow with the black beady pupil. As I said, he is one mean SOB. I don't exactly know where I'm going to put this guy yet, but one thing's for sure, he's going to be front and center. For a quick side-by-side comparison, as I promised earlier, here we have him alongside another quarter-scale piece, also by Queen Studio. It's their incredible, dynamic Wonder Woman statue. I love it, and I think it works really well with Darkseid. Now, you might be thinking, oh, hold on, isn't Darkseid way too tall? And yes, I thought that originally too. But if you factor in that Wonder Woman is crouched down, then it starts to make a little bit more sense. Just wrapping up on the Queen Studios quarter-scale Darkseid statue from Zack Snyder's Justice League. I absolutely adore the movie that this guy is based off, and I love that moment where Steppenwolf's head comes through the portal and Darkseid stops it with his foot like an absolute badass and proceeds to crush it. It's a moment that informs the audience, this guy isn't stopping for anyone, he is coming after Anti-Life. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to get to see this guy again on the big screen. But at the very least, I can now immortalize him in my collection in quarter scale. Even though I said a couple of times I'm not doing quarter scale, Queen Studios, y'all have hooked me in. I am definitely going to pick up a few more, especially if you make anything else from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Although they have teased a third-scale Superman, which you all know makes me very, very excited. Now, as for Darkseid, I got mine from toyswonderland.com. The link for that is in the description below. They have 12-month installment plans, as well as a points-based reward system. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Also, a massive thank you goes out to my buddy Slam Collections on Insta for coming over and helping me film this statue. I've popped the link to his channel down in the description below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.